All right, what's going on, guys? I got a little rant type shit that it's been bugging me for a while now, right? And it's mostly with the One Piece like fan power scalers. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all, but like, I find it genuinely surprising niggas think that One Piece is actually full of like planet busters. Like, y'all actually sit there and believe that. And then it wouldn't be so annoying if these weren't the same people to call out and try to like disprove any other planetary type feats or statements for other series. Like, y'all will call into question every other series that goes against One Piece characters in a versus battle who are also in that planetary tier and try to discredit that shit when their verse specifically has the weakest evidence possible for being planetary, dude. Stupid. You have the statement from one character from Whitebeard carrying the entire verse being planetary. One statement from Whitebeard has been carrying your power scaling for years. And then you will be the first people to try to discredit like Naruto, for example, being planetary, when there is precedent on top of precedent on top of precedent for Naruto being planetary, at least the verse itself, whether in destructive capacity or attack potency being planetary. There's actual precedent for Kaguya destroying dimensions and creating dimensions with multiple planets and stars, etc., with Momoshiki and the Osatsukis constantly creating and destroying dimensions and traveling like crazy feats, right? But no, Naruto isn't planetary. The verse isn't planetary, right? Kurama, half of Kurama being planetary, has statements of being planetary, but it's not planetary. The data books aren't credible. But nah, Sengoku, he knows Whitebeard's planetary, can destroy the world, right? He's credible. That's what he means. He's the planet buster, right? Make it make sense. And then the only statement of Whitebeard being planetary comes from a data book statement. Data book statement.
You didn't have to cut me off. Like we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so up.
That's probably not even written by Oda. Probably written by like an employee or some other random person, but One Piece, but One Piece is full of planet busters and every other verse isn't.
To tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Y'all are weak as shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's tough.
Bleach has better feats, Naruto has better feats, One Piece is at the bottom, it's third. And I don't even care about power scaling that much, but it's like, y'all dick eat so much. The dick eating is crazy. Y'all are not like that. One Piece characters are not like that. Y'all aren't like that. The durability is questionable a lot of the time. The only characters that have good durability is Kaido. That's his whole main shtick is durability. Kaido and Big Mom, that's their whole thing. Shanks, hold on. Let me get to the second point. Kaido is not a planet buster. He has never shown capability of ever being able to do that. He has never been and never will be. Shanks is not a planet buster. Mihawk is not a planet buster. Big Mom is not a planet buster. No Yonko is a planet buster besides maybe Whitebeard based off of a few statements. Questionable statements at that can be put into crazy question. And that's all there is. It's not no. They're not planet busters. How can a verse have planet busters and then at the same time Imu destroying an island is somehow impressive to people?
What?
How? Hold on, bro. How?
How is Whitebeard being planetary, being able to destroy the world, common knowledge, but yet when Imu destroys an island, it's insanity. People are surprised, people are shocked, but this guy can destroy a planet, but they're planet busters, right? Luffy's a planet buster. Zoro's a planet buster, right? No.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You serious?
Stop the cap.
There's no planet busters in One Piece. The only person that comes close to being a planet buster potentially is Imu. But even then, it's highly unlikely. We haven't seen anything yet. There's no feats for Imu. Delusional. Y'all are delusional. It's not happening. It's not real. And even in versus battles, I give One Piece the credit of potentially being planetary, even though they have the weakest foundation and statements for being planetary. I will still give them credit, but then there's still people who will question Naruto's planetary status when this series has precedent on top of precedent, like I said before. Kaguya destroying dimensions. No one in One Piece is ever doing that. They're not doing that. Kaguya has destroyed and created planets before. And Naruto in Boruto is stronger than she was. This is multi-planetary we're talking about. Kurama is planetary potentially. Multi-continental at the very least. Or continental at the very least. And that's only half Kurama. Both Kurama has put together for sure is probably planetary. At least in AP. The Ten Tails, the full Ten Tails for sure is probably planetary since they upscale from Kurama like crazy. And let me make this clear for you niggas out there who don't understand AP. AP and destructive capacity are two different things. Hashirama is not a planet buster. He does not have the destructive capacity to destroy a planet. Neither does Madara, but they have the AP of a planet buster like Kurama. If you think Kurama is fully planetary, which again, it's up to interpretation. You know, we can interpret. I will take, if you don't think Naruto's planetary, for example, I will fully be okay with that. But then also admit, hey, niggas in One Piece are not planet busters. It's not real. It's not happening. They are not like that. Anyway, that's it, y'all. Like and subscribe. Peace.